What's good, man? How you doing?
What's up, son? What's going on with you? You know, we out early, 8:30, chilling, getting the air, getting some oxygen. Ain't no sunlight out there. So if there ain't no sunlight out, I can't speak nothing.
the rays can't get, the rays ain't getting to you right now. The message ain't getting to you right now.
Not at all, man. Not at all.
Got a little blockage going on up there for the rays.
Nah, it ain't a blockage. I'm not accepting the receptions right
The reception is, okay.
Never a blockage, man. Because sometimes you overload it and you don't want to just keep, you know what I'm saying? You want to map the shit out you got, then let the light in, you know what I mean, give you the next assignment, you know what I mean? That's how that shit goes, dude. I tell you, I don't read nothing. I don't know reading shit, man.
So what new elements you been checking out, man? What's the new
Apex God body?
You know what I mean?
Go follow that.
Yo, what you say?
talk about the elements, man? What's the new element?
I'm on crazy element chart, man. I'm doing elements from another planet right now. Every planet got their own periodic table. I'm on another periodic table. So if I name some of the elements, it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be from right.
Because you wouldn't know how to do them. So some of the when you go where I'm going and you study other elements, I don't just have to study the elements. I have to prepare my tongue to pronounce the elements because they're in alien languages and your tongue is not fit to even pronounce some of the names. Like I was telling you before, even all of the stuff we learned, Anunnaki, that's left for our tongue to comprehend. They might not call themselves Anunnaki, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. It just, we find stuff, we can orate it in our tongue because it's for our tongue. But there's some shit that, you know, an alien couldn't even speak to you. It wouldn't be worth it because you wouldn't even have the ear capacity nor the mind to even understand it. So when you on other planets and you're dealing with other elements and other parts of the universe, then you gotta change your language. Because there's gonna be nothing English, you know what I mean? Nothing English, shit like that. So just fucking around with that. It ain't like I'm gonna come back and drop none of that. That's my girl Pissy get mad. Look at my girl Pissy. Put it on Pissy. She'll go get mad. That's my girl Pissy right here. You know what I'm saying?
Now this nigga on his Shaka Zulu shit.
Yo, that Shaka Zulu shit. We just YouTube her ass with her whole shoot on, so she on for the date. You did? What's good, Pissy? Yo.
Yeah, tell him turn it over.
Pause that for a minute.
Good.
I mean, chopping it up with my girl Pissy for a minute, man. Excuse me for a minute. But yeah, man, that's just what it's all about. But the next shit I'm gonna drop, I can tell you about the next shit I'm gonna drop. I can't give you the new shit because I'm still getting it, you know what I'm saying? But the next shit I'm gonna drop is talking about, it's gonna kind of freak people out. I'm gonna tell y'all about robotoids. And robotoids, because right now we under like 5 different creations. People don't understand that. We're in another creation cycle, like when I shared with y'all, the lunar cycle was the cycle that the evolution of humans ended at with this European man. That was under a lunar cycle. And every so-and-so procession, I think it's like 25 years, I'm not sure, procession of equinoxes, every like 25,000 years or so, you come up with new creations, meaning people have been, you know, countries have had scientists and mixing things in labs. There's been aliens abducting people and, you know, having hybrid babies. You know, these babies are inserted into the government and then they grow. This is why Barack had a problem with where's your birth certificate, because you don't know where a lot of these people come from. You know, like I said, all these alien abductions, all these years, bringing these children back, bringing these people back, and they talking about they've been abducted, but they really have been worked on by aliens and maybe impregnated by aliens. These children grow, you know what I'm saying? They get given certain doctors, sent to certain schools. The children don't really know who they are. They get mentors, put them through schools, put them in politics, and they're really alien-controlled babies, and that's how we're going to get a whole complete alien government. Right now, just say if your government got 2,000 people in it, 1,500 of those 2,000 people are alien-bred beings. that might be crazy for y'all, but your government goes to Antarctica to get instructions from aliens. We were here first, like I said, we had Antarctica. We built a lot of things on Antarctica. When you see the story of the 240 angels, well, when they was imprisoned in Antarctica, because we was already here. It's like taking them to jail. So they were in the ice caps in Antarctica, way, a lot of depth down. And that's what all the melting the ice caps is about, global warming and all of that. Starting to melt the ice caps so they could get more telepathy from the fallen angels. It's all gonna sound crazy for you, but I tell you, I'm advancing y'all in enlightenment and wisdom. I don't know nothing about being smart, and I don't know nothing about education. When you are smart, it's only because you remembered everything you were educated to know or to believe.
Facts.
That means you can take a test and remember all the garbage they certified you or you had to be certified in, and that's a smart person. But you only know, like in other words, if you're educated, somebody can say, where you get your education from? If I tell you I'm enlightened or I have wisdom, you can't say, well, where you get your enlightenment from? Where did you go to get enlightenment? It just comes with you. Education is learned in a system, and it's a curriculum to an education. So once you tell me what school you went to, I can look up the whole curriculum of that school and know everything you know, because that's the box that you've been educated in. All right, and you become smart when you remember all your education and you pass the test and get 90s and 100s. Then you're a smart person. But guess what? There's phones that's now smart. They're called smartphones. But what are they? They're not humans. They're phones. Why? Because they can be smart if they're downloaded with something. And that's what smart people and educated have been, downloaded with something. I spit enlightenment and I spit wisdom and I spit things that's logical, so it loses people because they can't go back and compare it by what they're educated by. So it's no way to check some of the shit that I'm dropping because the white man didn't tell it to me, and you can't find it in your books that the white man made for you. So you tell me I'm crazy or where you get that from. And the only reason people would say that is because they can't find it in their educational system or in their smartness, because that's in a box.
Right.
And when I start telling you about I'm on other planets in my mind and got to learn the language for their elements, that's outside of a box. And of course that's going to lose the average person. So back to you, like I was telling you about your government, man. Your government is really an extraterrestrial government. It's really an alien government now. And I can explain it a little more, meaning when somebody gets abducted here, if they're 10, 11, 12 and bring the children back, you hear these white girls or children, people be having babies at 18, 19. They might have been people that have been abducted and these are alien babies. They even have things right now called integra children. That the creation of the alien babies will be the aliens who abducted and brought people back. These are the people who tell the stories, and these people have been impregnated. But what it is an alien, a genetically modified child. And then they take that child as it grows and put them in special schools, and those children come out into the politics, and their parents are really the aliens. So now the politicians get instructions from the aliens of what to do. That sounds funny, but your government is in touch with alien group called the Alpha 1 Draconians, and they are underneath, what's up, young? They are underneath a high reptilian group that they take orders from, and they are to take over the planet, and that's Illuminati. That's a higher form of what you might think the Illuminati is and stuff like that. So that's one creation of aliens that could be here. Then you have the transhumanism. It started with Bruce Jenner. He promoted it more. When you want to replace your penis with a vagina. And that's called, we call them transvestites and stuff now. They're changing their gender. Right. You understand? There's a lot of in the last 10, 15 years, you hear a lot of rappers or niggas be preferring transvestites. Okay, so you have that's two. You have the alien babies, you have the transvestites, you have human transism, which is, if you watched and paid attention to Panther, I think of Claw. All right, before, when they wasn't advanced and you break your arm, you break your leg, they could get you maybe some kind of plastic part or something. But now they're advancing to be able to replace the parts with elements. It could be steel, it could be whatever. But suppose it's gold. Suppose it's vibranium like homeboy had. Then what the fuck I'ma hire you for if this nigga got a vibranium arm because he was in an accident, now he can go and get body parts? What is a cyborg? A half human, half machine.
Right.
So what is somebody in an accident that had the money to now replace their leg with elements? They're a cyborg. So that's because of the technology that advanced, and you can do that now. You can live with a crazy arm. So if you got a crazy arm, man, I might hire you in any fitness world. Yo, move them weights over there. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck I'm gonna need a human being for? So that would be 3. 4 would be the cloning, human cloning. You know about that, right?
Yeah.
And that's called the human cloning project. You know what I mean? That's what's up with, and that's the human cloning. And the human cloning is what they started taking in your afterbirth. That's why majority of my children, I took the afterbirth. You know what I'm saying? The afterbirth you could wrap up. If not, that's your placenta. They can take that in the hospital, and if you look, you're having the babies, you can read in the fine line. The hospital will teach you that you have a right to the birth placenta. They'll wrap it up for you. You can take it home, buy a nice plant it, use it as fertilizer. And I used to do it, and my children would grow beautiful trees. And that's just the truth. You understand? Hold up. And then, so clones would be number 4. You got human clones that they've been making from placenta. You know about that?
Yeah. And
they can dump you, they can dupe you. And then you have now what's called robotoids, or what you just mentioned, artificial robots now. Artificial intelligence, AIs, that would be the 5th type. So all that's going on right now. Now think of little children growing up in this era, and this is what they're seeing. So when you say that these children are, I don't know what's going on with these children, this generation is lost already. You're being radiated right now through your cell phone. Every time you're on your cell phone, you're getting radiated. So the only thing that really hurt the gods was radiation, and it drove them crazy. And it drove them crazy enough for one of the gods called Unki to begin genetically crafting a human using animal and using things and using a dude genetic that he wasn't supposed to use, because radiation will do that for you. It will lower your class. So that's what's happening today. Through our food, all this food we're eating is no good. It's being radiated, it's being cloned, it's being duped. When you're on your cell phone, there's gadgets you can buy that can block some of the radiation. But by the time you're on your cell phone and using your cell phone, come home, microwaving food, a generation of that is getting fried, and that's the answer to why these kids are so dumb. Because you're texting, your short letter PPL means people, LOL, laughing out loud. A generation of that is dumbing people down. And
Facts.
you don't know yourself. You can talk to somebody every day, but if you don't push their name, you don't know their number. So it's dumbing you down. So I speak to a lot of dumb people that I have to really water stuff down for, because I know the era we in. Pants hanging, weaves. You're not gonna go through a day without seeing a woman with a weave. So you're not seeing real women no more. So beauty is gonna become that girl with the long weaved hair, and they go to the best places to get it weaved in so good that they're losing the natural look.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So everywhere you go, women is going to get weaves, the extra nails. I mean, I don't know. We're losing a generation, and nobody's reading anymore. Everybody's online or YouTubing it or Googling for their information. And you gotta ask yourself, when you think these kids read a book last? If you got an internet in front of you, there's no more opening books, you know what I'm saying? So yo, man, just stay tuned, and I'm gonna try to keep moving people forward to brighter knowledge, man. So, y'all just stay tuned to Apex Solar 1, man. And I'll keep dropping it, man. But right now, y'all keep listening to the joint I dropped called This Is Exactly Why They Gave People. There's a part 1 and 2 online, and just tune in and holler, man, all right?
That's right, all right.
I forgot to tell you a little sneak preview of what I'm gonna drop. What I'm gonna drop is gonna freak y'all out. And I'm gonna just leave it at this. I'm gonna say it and have my man click the camera. They're killing all our people. Think about this. We got Muhammad Ali, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Prince, all dead. All dead. Then think of whoever y'all can think of, big celebrities just dying, they're killing them. And what I'm gonna tell y'all is some of these celebrities has been dead a year before that. They have been replaced by robotoids. Robotoids will be duplicates of them that it's like a mechanical you. It's not a clone, it's a robotoid. So Michael Jackson might have been dead a year before they told us on the news he was dead. So you gotta stop going to the news for your information, because you're getting it right from the Jewish source, all right? And one last thing, Drake got body.